HDMI 4K 60Hz, 100-watt USB charging, Ethernet, and 18-month warranty at $29 is insane. Hi guys, welcome to ETland. As you may already know, recently hubby and I are replaying Monster Hunter World. However, the dog from my ROG Ally died, and at the perfect timing, iVANKY reached out to me and they asked if I could review their product, granting me 100% of content freedom. So I said, why not? I mean, I do need a dog and I'm interested in their products. It would be great if I could finally stop buying this kind of dogs, because 2 out of 3 of what I've bought, they're dead, and these things are not exactly cheap. I am using the Alive one on my Steam Deck, however I still need another one for hubby. Okay, so let's open it. Eesh. So first of all, we are greeted with this card here. It is a Q&A and it is written in several languages. So just say if you have inquiries, you can go to their customer service to talk about that. It also talk about our ROG Ally turbo mode. So if you want to make sure you have enough power, you have to update your firmware and stuff like that. So yes. And here there is another manual before we open our charger. So I see it is going to be useful for both our ROG Ally and Steam Deck. And you know, the user menu here, the maximum charging speed of Steam Deck is 45, I know. And you know, just very generic explanation. And the warranty supports you over 18 months, which is super important, because as I said already, all my dogs are going to be dead in 3 to 6 months. So I have no worry about this because they promise 18 months, which is good. I mean, they are going to cost the same. I mean, one of my dog cost me like 7,800 yen. This one is not that expensive. Well, I don't need this, but we can take a look at this dog here. It is a little bit shiny, but let's say it's a metallic black, or it looks a little bit blue, but anyways, just like typical color of those tag items. I do wish they have other colors. You have iVANKY here. It does not catch that much of fingerprints, but I don't think anyone would always touch it. And here we can see the PD in, the USB 5GB, 3 ports here, and then we also have the HDMI and the LAN cable. It would be great if they also have some kind of SD card ports so that we can read an extra SD card. But anyways, it looks very steady. And if you look at here, they have a certain angle, and this part is not too thin, which is a good thing, because if we are using a case on both Steam Deck or ROG Ally, it will be thicker. And eventually, if this part is too narrow, then we cannot get our ROG Ally or our Steam Deck into it. And I will demonstrate it later, but it is a very good idea to have a wider space here. You need it. Okay, before we get into the demonstration, I want to talk about the cables that they have also sent over. Here is the HDMI to USB-C cable that they sent me. They also allowed you to charge here, so if you don't need to have any extra ports that you want, just like here, You can simply use this cable instead of any kind of dock, which is super convenient if you think about it, because you don't have to place any other thing here. You just have to plug and play. Depends on your needs. This is actually going to be better, because if you don't need to use any these kind of ports, it is going to be a big guy, so it's up to you, but we'll also test this one. Okay, so let's do a comparison with my two other dogs. These two here kind of died. This is from an unknown brand, which look kind of like the iVANKY one. However, if you can see here, this place here is a lot more narrower, and that's a problem somehow. So I'm going to demonstrate why this is a problem. Here is my ROG Ally with this case on. This case is actually a wonderful case from school.co, because it can let your ROG Ally stand without like any attachment or extra stand at the back. So you just put it here and it will stand like this, and the touching is really good, that it will not catch on any kind of fingerprint. And you see here the granulate here, you will not have problem with your sweat and stuff like that, and it is still kind of translucent, so you can see your sticker, your skin here. So this is absolutely my favorite case for ROG Ally. However, you see, because of that feature, it is a little bit thicker than any other kind of case, but this is the best case. So since iVANKY is wider for this part here, you can just put it here and it still has some space to it, so you can get that angle you want without any problem. Let me just adjust angle. So it looks really good. It is a good viewing angle, and you can still have space for that. But for the other ones, it is narrower. It is not even going to fit. So it is going to be falling like this, or you're just never going to get it inside. For this one, you can kind of put it on top, still it is not getting in, so you'll have to be like that, or wait till it falls. So what I'm saying is that when you choose this kind of dock, it is very important to make sure that this part is wider, so that whatever device you are going to put it inside, or even a laptop or whatsoever, you can still fit them in. And you know, this cable here is if you compare the cable, the length of the cable, you can tell that it is a little bit longer than the others, which is actually important as well, because sometimes your device get larger and it will be very tight to plug in. But if it is longer, it will be easier for you to arrange all those cables. So yes, this is a good thing. And if you look at the docks that I have, this one is super plasticky, which is not good for the heat dissipation as well, because these things can get very hot. So these two here are metallic, so they are actually quite similar in terms of what they can do. However, this one has 18-month warranty. This one has none. This one cost me a lot. It was 7,000 yen. Now let's do some testing. I've connected my ROG Ally to my monitor. And you can see with that 4K HDMI output, it just looks so great on the display. Note that this is not my account, this is hubby's account in Monster Hunter World, so it doesn't look like me since he's using my ROG Ally. But yes, it looks really great here. I don't know how much my camera is catching this, but it looks crystal clear. A lot better than others that I have, because like sometimes since one of my hub died, it is actually looking a little bit blurry, and sometimes I will have to unplug it and then plug it again so that it can look better, and that is frustrating. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied on about how it's going here. Looking great. Yay. So I just want to look at the PD that we have right now in desktop mode. I am launching Monster Hunter World here. You can see that depends on the usage, it can go up to 40 or even higher. $34, $26, depends on the activity here, so it works. I mean, like in the old days it limited to the official ASUS gadgets, but nowadays we can also go up over 25 wattage. Last but not least, I want to do a file transfer test, because for most of the time what those kind of deck die is that they can't do file transfer properly because their USB-A ports are dead. So let's see if it is fast enough or not. These are some of the footages that I have for my YouTube, and it is about 3.8 gigabyte. You see, that is actually pretty fast and very steady. I mean, of course, this kind of file transfer also limited to the hard drive you have here. My hard drive is a little bit old, but still it goes up to like 80 megabytes to 100 something, so I think this is quite satisfying. Okay, now I want to test this HDMI cable with these charging ports here. Unfortunately, I'll have to unplug all those things, so give me some time and I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for all the messiness. Now the moment of truth. Okay, let's plug it in and see if it is going to connect to the monitor. And yes. And yes. Let's see. Ouch. Right. My mouse is not connected now because they don't have the USB port. But we can see how it is performing. This is a little bit annoying, just put it aside. Okay. Also looking very nice here. No problem with the sound. No pops up with the problem that the power charger or the dock is not supporting, because it is obviously supporting. Yeah, it's working great. Yeah, so if you want to have a simpler cable management, well, sorry for showing this here, but you only have to plug in one cable, because the other side of the port is going back, and you have already plugged in that USB-C charger to the HDMI port. It is included there. So if you don't need your mouse and keyboard, that's the way you go. If you only need a controller and you never need that dock. If you just want to go easy and don't want to pay the price for the original ASUS charger with that HDMI port, I suppose this is a good alternative. Unfortunately, this cable does not support Legion Go, however, it does support many devices. If you are a handheld PC gamer, then probably this is also one of those products that you would like to look into. There's one thing that about this product is that I couldn't find any Amazon listing. They are only selling it on their official website, so depends on the sales that we would have on Amazon. It may be a better idea to get the USB-C dock instead of getting this cable, because the price is going to be lower for that dock if there is any kind of sales, and it also gives you more functions. So of course it is up to you, but that's just my suggestion. And that's pretty much about this video. I hope you like it and find the information useful. Obviously we are still playing a lot of Monster Hunter World, so we are really relying on this product every day. If we ever encountered any kind of problem with it, I will definitely put an update and heads up on all of my social medias and my community posts on YouTube. But finger crossed, I hope it won't have any problem, because obviously they are giving me a 18-month warranty, which is pretty trustworthy to some extent. And I also see that they are receiving a high level of reviews on Amazon's and other product reviewers, so I hope that it is going to be something that I can rely on for a very long time. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!